That's ordered me to come back. I've realized my mistake. It took me courage to face you today and Mom for my judgment.
Wow.
I know I was wrong now. God has shown me my mistake.
Wow.
I lost everything in the process except salvation.
Pause. He said he lost everything in the process of departing from this church except salvation. I want you to remember those words and then we'll come back to it.
Wow.
When I came here today to face you and Mom, I'm asking for your forgiveness.
You say you lost everything. What is that you have lost?
He lost everything.
What is that he lost?
I lost marriage, I lost cars, I lost house, I lost businesses. I had 3 shops in different malls.
Now, notice the things he lists are clearly things that make maybe one's life go forward in this life. Yes, marriage, what, all these things. These are all things that we built around our life, right? So it's very clear that he's lost these things, but he doesn't count these things as his salvation. But I want you to see what then happens after he says that. Pay close attention.
If God is still speaking with you, and you didn't lose your salvation, and you didn't see that you lost your salvation, but you lost everything. According to me, you have lost salvation.
Now, right there, Apostle Makananisa, I don't know if he intentionally misunderstands the man. He says, he's very clear. He repeats what the man says. Notice, he repeats that the man said he lost everything, but he didn't lose his salvation. Then Apostle Makananisa then says, no, to me you lost salvation. I'm going to repeat that part so that we are very clear, because what he said to him is very important. Just a little bit back and we continue.
God is still speaking with you, and you didn't lose your salvation, and you didn't see that you lost your salvation.
So that's what he's confronting him about. No, you didn't see. So he's trying to convince him he lost his salvation in losing those things.
But you lost everything. According to me, you have lost salvation. If you are
In different malls.
if God is still speaking with you, and you didn't lose your salvation, and you didn't see that you lost your salvation, but you lost everything. According to me, you have lost salvation.
That theological position doesn't make sense to me. I'm not going to try and make it sense. How is it that a person who is clear that his salvation is rested in God, now being told, losing those things, like he repeats what the man says, and then says, no, you didn't see that you lost salvation. You lost salvation. Now, I'm hoping that the man then knows to counter that with what he said, because you can't just say things like that.
If you are still a person who say you have not lost salvation, you have lost everything. If you have lost salvation, you have lost everything.
But that's not what he said. So Apostle Makananisa says, no, if you lose salvation, you've lost everything. You've lost jobs, business, you've lost all these things. No, but that's not what the man said. The man said he lost everything. He didn't lose salvation. Why is he confusing the man? Why is he confusing the man? The man clearly says, I lost everything, but I didn't lose salvation. But he says, no, but you didn't see that you lost. You didn't see that you lost everything. You see, people who believe what they believe, They seek so that you may believe what they believe, because it will better help for their particular position to hold. Otherwise, they have to keep explaining to you and to others why what they believe is not biblical. Now, like I said, I hope this man then is not confused to be told
salvation is above cars, wife, everything. So you have lost everything, you didn't lose salvation. And it makes you to come back here because you have lost everything. How will I trust that tomorrow when you have those things, you won't be the same person again?
So does losing salvation happen when he leaves your church?
You see, for me, it will be very hard for me to forgive you on that. Because
That's
you
weird.
still see salvation as things you have lost.
What? Pastor Makananisa says he sees salvation as the things the man damn lost. That's not what I said. That's what the man damn said.
Very hard for me to forgive you on that. Because you still see salvation as things you have lost.
That was my foolish talk, Daddy. I believe I've lost salvation too.
A serious diagnosis is needed. A serious diagnosis. You believed. You lost everything. You didn't need to believe that. You saw it yourself. But then, you allowed another man to convince you in a 5-minute conversation. Because there was a cut there. So I don't know how long that part was. So you allowed another person convince you. No, you didn't just lose these things. Losing these things was actually a sign you had also lost salvation. How does losing this thing have anything to do with salvation? Yeah, man, them are too much.
You are the one who caused yourself to be like this. I taught you everything. Everything. I can't believe you're like this.
Now, that part, it's a separate episode by itself. That particular conversation that they go on to have, it's a completely different episode. And there were some other responses I saw. So we're going to make a separate episode about the other part. But Bazalwan, can you please read the Bible so that when someone tells you what to believe, you know. I know, but that's not what I told you. See, I didn't tell you I lost salvation. I told you very clearly I didn't lose salvation. But then another person then convinces you to say, yo, yeah, I also lost salvation. How? How? Is salvation in your church? Salvation is in Jesus. Salvation is not in that church.